Hi everybody, it's Geordie from Geordie's Cards. Thank you so much for joining me today. I am taking part in an Instagram hop. It's a collaboration between Catherine Pooler and Heffy Doodle, and the theme is nautical themed. So I decided to create this fun little card for the hop, and I thought I would share the process video with you today. So I am using the Oceans of Love stamp set from Heffy Doodle, the Catherine Pooler Guiding Light Sentiment stamp set. I also have the coordinating dies. I'm not using them today. And I have the Catherine Pooler Light Word die as well. So here's a piece of Bristol Smooth cardstock. I've just kind of attached it down to my Make Art station there with a bit of removable adhesive. I've run out of my kind of tape runner thing, a removable tape runner. And I am using some Catherine Pooler inks today. So this is All That Jazz. And I'm just kind of smearing this all over towards the center of this panel today. And I love these inks. I've never used Catherine Pooler inks, so I was really happy to get my hands on them and try them out. They are gorgeous. Now, I'll give you a heads up. They go on, they look a little splotchy when they go on, but they dry amazingly well, and they kind of even out as they dry. They're just beautiful inks. Really recommend them. Great for stamping, great for ink blending. Really love them. So the other color I have is called Suede Shoes, which is this lovely blue color, and I thought I'd combine these along with the Candy Swirl stencil from Heffy Doodle. And I'm kind of creating this kind of fun sea kind of backgrounds. And I don't know, this idea popped into my head for this card, and I kind of couldn't get rid of the idea. So I thought, well, I'll try it out and see how it works. And I was pretty happy with how it turned out in the end. So there you can see I have used my two inks. Now I'm splattering this panel with water. And the great thing about these Catherine Pooler inks is that they do react to water, so you get that lovely distressed look. I'm going to mop this up with some paper towel, and you can see the effect once that's done. Isn't that cool? And I just thought that was a really, really neat stencil to use. It's obviously a candy swirl. It's not really a nautical themed stencil, but I thought I would use it today. Okay, and another piece of cardstock. This is just plain white cardstock. I've used those two little stamps, the anchor and the helm, I think it is, the steering wheel of the boat, to create kind of my own pattern paper here. And I am lining these two pieces up, and I'm going to take a pencil and I'm just going to kind of freehand draw a wavy line across that piece of patterned cardstock there that I've just created on the top and on the bottom. And then I'm just going to use my scissors to cut this out. Now I wanted to line these up because I wanted that kind of swirly piece to be centered up. So here are my two pieces. I haven't glued them down. I've just popped them into place for the time being while I figure out where everything else is going to go. So here are my gorgeous little images from Oceans of Love. I've coloured and cut those out, and now I'm going to go ahead and attach down my little pieces here with some foam tape. So I'm just peeling off the backing paper of the foam tape, which I have attached to both of these pieces, and then I will line them up at the top and the bottom and attach them down. This is just going to give it a little bit of dimension. So as I say, it's a nautical themed hop today. If you go over to my Instagram account, you will find all the details on there and all the other stops along the hop that you can join in, and you have the opportunity of winning a £25 gift card to Heffy Doodle or a $30 gift card to Catherine Pooler. So it's well worth your while joining in. The deadline for this deadline for comments is July the 4th at 11:59 p.m. EDT. I'm not sure what EDT is. Eastern District Time? I don't know, sorry. But EDT, I think it's similar to Eastern Standard Time, I presume. But anyway, it works at about, I'm not sure what time. UK time. I'm sorry. Sorry guys, I'm useless. Search it up on Google. That would be the best option. So once I have attached my two kind of wavy pieces down there, I'm gluing on my other little images. So I have some little seaweeds from the Oceans of Love stamp set, which I coloured in different colours of green. And then that little ray, which he's just gorgeous. He really makes me smile. So what I'm doing is I'm tucking my seaweed kind of underneath that wavy banner that I've created there to kind of look like it's growing out of the seabed or sea cave or whatever this is going to be. I'm not really sure. Like I say, this idea came to me and I couldn't get it out of my head, and I decided to just go with it and see how it panned out. Yeah, I'm not saying it's brilliant, but I kind of like it. It's kind of fun. I should say here that I stamped out that anchor and helm to create that pattern paper with that same Suede Shoes Catherine Pooler ink. It's that lovely blue colour. Now here is that light word die from Catherine Pooler. So I have gone ahead and cut it out from some red cardstock, and I was going to use the negative, but I decided not to, because in the kind of the way the die is laid out, the L is slanted, which looks kind of cool, but I wanted it all level. Next up, I've taken the tag along die set from Heffy Doodle and that same Oceans of Love stamp set. And using Catherine Pooler Rocking Red ink, I stamped out the sentiment that says, "You're a little ray of," and I'm going to finish that sentiment with the light, which comes from the word die that I used there. So initially I stamped it out onto some white cardstock with the red ink, and then I decided it looked a little lost and didn't really stand out. So I decided to heat emboss it on some red cardstock, the same red that I've used for that sentiment. And now I'm just trying to figure out the placement of where I'm going to put it. So I decided to put the banner at the top and that light sentiment down at the bottom, and I think it looks really, really cute, and I think it's quite a fun little sentiment. So the original sentiment in the stamp set says, "You're a little ray of sunshine," but I figured light worked just as well, and I get to use this gorgeous light word die, which I just think is just stunning. There are some really lovely sentiments in this Catherine Pooler stamp set, and they go really well with this light word die as well. And I just thought it was lots of fun and kind of cute, and yeah, like a little play on words, isn't it? So I'm gluing that down with some liquid glue to the bottom there, and then I will go ahead and glue my sentiment banner at the top. And then I decided that I was lacking something, so I went back in with a white Sakura Jelly Roll pen, and I added some white highlight details to that light word at the bottom there, just to make it kind of pop a little bit more and stand out against the background. So yeah, when I think nautical, I think blue, white and red. I can't help myself. They're kind of those classic navy nautical colors. So hence the reason for my color palette today. And yeah, as I say, please do go and check out that Instagram hop that's going on at the moment. You will be in the chance of winning a gift voucher to these two amazing companies, Heffy Doodle and Catherine Pooler. So well worth your while. I hope you enjoyed this one that I've made today. All that's left for me to do is to attach it to a card base. I did go ahead and stamp out another one of those gorgeous sentiments there. It says, "May your joys be as deep as the ocean." And I stamped that out with the Rockin' Red Catherine Pooler ink, and then stamped one of those little anchors and one of those little helms inside the card as well, just to kind of tie it all together. And I'm going to glue my card panel onto my card base, and that's it, all done. I hope you enjoyed this one today. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up. Please let me know what you thought in the comments down below. I'd love to hear from you. And please do subscribe to my channel. I would love to see you come back again. Thank you so much for joining me today. Have a wonderful day. Take care.